Morning everybody, how's everybody doing today? One more day and we're nearly at the weekend, so I cannot wait. I've got to admit, I feel like I'm really flagging badly today. So what I am going to do is do a little bit of batch cooking to make my life a little bit easier. My gain after the weekend was 1.5 pounds. So I need to work hard on getting that off. I've got 7 days in a week. I've got a day off tomorrow because we're going out, but I've got 6 days to be on plan. So what I'm doing is making sure that I've got all my ducks in a row, and I'm going to do some batch cooking. So moving on from yesterday's pork chops, the creamy pork chops, I'm using the rest of these, which as you will see are the Tesco ones. These are on special offer at the moment for £3.75 for a full pack. And I've actually bought another pack, and what I'm going to do is freeze them because they'll always come in handy if we ever get any barbecue weather. Yeah, I'm not sure it's looking like that at the moment, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make pulled pork, but I'm going to cheat at doing it because I know it's all great buying a big piece of pork and then removing all the fat and then cooking it in the sauce and blah de blah de blah. It takes so much effort to remove the fat, and by the time you've done it, you're never sure whether you've got all the fat off anyway. And if you're not good at it, as I say, I've done it a few times, and I think it can leave quite a greasy feel to the dish. So what I've done is took that dish, modified it, cheated, and made it really super easy, basically. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make some Cheats pulled pork, but once it's cooked, it's going in the freezer. So this is again a perfect batch cook meal for, you know, when you're busy, you can just pull it back out, defrost it, reheat it, slam it in a bun with a salad, job done. So let me show you what we've got so far. It's quite a simple dish this. Let me just pull this back. So I've got the rest of my pork chops that I've removed all the fat from. I've got 150 millilitres of passata. I've got some balsamic and some Worcester sauce, some soy sauce, my favourite lazy garlic, and some mustard powder. And basically that is all this is about. It is going to be so easy, you know, to make this dish. So there is no pre-cooking involved. It is literally a chop it and chuck it in job. The chopping part was taking the fat off the pork chops. This is yesterday's fat and today's fat, and as I say, I'll chop that up into small bits and feed it to the birds, so there's no waste going on anywhere. Into the slow cooker, I'll just put all of the pork chops, and the recipe it says I'm just putting in whatever is here. Let me just wash my hands. I think I've got 5 there. In with the passata. Should have got a spoon to get that out, never mind. And then we just really go in with all of the other ingredients. And with the balsamic, we've got 2 tablespoons of balsamic. Don't worry sort of too much about, you know, these measurements. If you get to the end and you seem to think it's too sweet or it's lacking something, just add a drizzle of honey into it. And that works really well. But remember, if you're following Slimming World, to sin it. Worcester sauce is the next one, and that is 2.5 tablespoons. You can tell it in my slosh it mood this morning, it's just gone everywhere. And then lastly is the soy sauce, and we want a tablespoon of that, if it ever comes out. I know how it feels. And then we've got half a teaspoon of mustard powder, so I'll just add that in. And I've got half a teaspoon of lazy garlic, and again just make sure you squeeze the juice out. You don't want any more tartness in there. Actually, I'm going to put a bit more in, feeling daring today. And that is everything in, and all we're going to do is just give that a little mix around. Get everything coated, make sure the chops are coated. Get that out of there, can't waste it. That is it. And it's going on low for about 4 or 5 hours, and that's it. And when it's cooked, what I'll do is remove the pork chops, get 2 forks, pull it apart, put it back in the sauce, stir it through, take it out of the slow cooker, leave it to cool completely, then I'll freeze it. If you're going to use it, then just put the pulled pork back into the sauce and just eat it and enjoy. And that is as easy as my live is going to get today. And that is a super quick batch cook meal. If you want to make something ahead of time, it's completely sin-free. So it's a great one, you know, if you want some meals as a fallback that are sin-free. Most of my meals this week are going to be sin-free because of my game, but there you go, that's life. You've just got to live it at times. So that's my live. If you've got any questions, please drop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you.